Life is unpredictable. The world moves with chaos, pain, and disappointment. Most people spend their lives reacting, swept by anger, fear, or desire. But the Stoics taught a different way, that your mind can remain unshakable, no matter the storms outside. If you are ready to reclaim control over your thoughts, emotions, and actions, subscribe to Mensi and turn on the notification bell. Every insight shared here will sharpen your mind, strengthen your resolve, and guide you toward mastery over yourself and the world around you. The first truth of the Stoic mind is simple. Everything external is neutral. Nothing in life is good or bad by itself. Pain, loss, insult, even failure, all are neutral until you assign them meaning. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Most people allow their circumstances to dictate their emotions. A rude comment ruins their day. A minor setback becomes unbearable. A disagreement triggers rage. The Stoic, however, observes, reflects, and chooses how to respond. Nothing external forces him to react. Only his judgment can. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Our minds amplify minor inconveniences into mountains of suffering. The Stoic trains to recognize this distortion, to separate perception from reality, and to respond with reason rather than impulse. To achieve unshakable mental mastery, one must cultivate discipline in every aspect of life. Begin with small challenges, rising early, enduring physical discomfort, controlling speech, and observing your thoughts without judgment. Each act strengthens the inner fortress of the mind. Pain, the Stoics argued, is not to be avoided. It is the raw material of growth. Voluntary hardship, whether fasting, cold exposure, or self-denial, trains the mind to endure, to remain composed, and to find clarity amidst adversity. Anger is another battlefield. Few realize that anger is self-inflicted suffering. When you react in fury, you surrender your peace to an external stimulus. The Stoic practices patience, allowing the initial impulse to pass. He understands the source of anger and decides whether it deserves energy or should be released. Fear is equally a weapon to be tamed. Life is uncertain, yet anxiety about the unknown consumes most men. The Stoic faces fear with reason, by examining it, understanding its origins, and acting despite its presence. Courage is not the absence of fear, but mastery over it. Detach from opinion. People will judge, criticize, and misunderstand you. Their words, their approval, and their disdain cannot touch you unless you permit it. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Your peace is your own. Guard it fiercely. Silence is power. Speak less, act more. Every word wasted diminishes focus and clarity." A Stoic cultivates deliberate action and measured speech, ensuring that energy flows toward mastery rather than distraction. Contemplation of mortality is another secret of unshakable minds. Memento mori, remember that you will die. By internalizing life's impermanence, every choice becomes deliberate. Every moment matters. Worry dissipates. Priorities crystallize. Fear of loss fades because you understand that loss is inevitable, yet your character and inner peace remain intact. Every thought you harbor has power. Feed your mind wisely. Consume knowledge, reflection, and insight. Avoid gossip, trivial entertainment, and mental clutter. A disciplined mind cannot flourish amid chaos. It requires order, focus, and daily practice. Emotions, once mastered, become allies rather than enemies. Compassion, gratitude, and courage coexist with anger, fear, and desire. But they are guided by reason. The Stoic does not suppress feeling, he channels it with precision. Imagine walking through the world untouched by frustration, insult, or disappointment. You feel deeply, yet nothing can disturb your equilibrium. Others panic, rage, or despair, but you remain centered. That is the power of mental mastery. This mastery is not instantaneous. It is forged over time through repeated practice, reflection, and deliberate choice. Each trial is a teacher, each discomfort a sculptor shaping your character. When betrayal occurs, respond with calm. When hardship strikes, endure with courage. When opportunity arises, act with clarity. These are not abstract ideals. They are actionable steps that produce a mind resistant to chaos, immune to manipulation, and aligned with purpose. The Stoic mind understands that life will always present challenges, but it also knows that the only battles worth fighting are those within. External events are mere tests. How you respond, your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, is the only measure of true strength. By observing, reflecting, and acting deliberately, you create a life governed by choice rather than circumstance. You become a rock amidst the waves, unshaken by the turbulence around you. If this resonates, take the next step. Subscribe to Menzi and activate the notification bell. Let every lesson here guide you toward clarity, calm, and unbreakable strength. Remember, the world will always try to disrupt your peace. Life will throw chaos at you, but a mind trained in Stoicism stands firm. It sees clearly, acts wisely, and remains free from the tyranny of fleeting emotion. Master your thoughts, govern your responses, endure your trials. Because the man who controls his mind controls his life, and that man is unstoppable. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay unshakable.